Hello and welcome to Mastering in the Box. In today's 5-minute mastering method, we're going to take a look at saturation and how we can use saturation to add character to our masters. Hello and welcome to Mastering in the Box. I'm your host Smudge, and in today's 5-minute mastering method we're going to take a look at saturation and how we can use it to add character to our masters. Now if you want to know more about digital mastering, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click that bell button and select all to receive notifications on all of our videos moving forward. In this particular track, this is a track called Cog in the Machine by Will Knox, which is available on the Cambridge Music Technology site. It's a great track with a lot of dynamics. Let's take a brief listen.
I'm sick and tired of the same routine, and
Now, one of the things I noticed with this track, it's a really nice dynamic track, but it just sounds a bit too nice. So one of the things we can do is use saturation just to give it a little bit more character and a little bit more edge. Now, one of the things when it comes to using saturation is too much can overpower a track, so we need to use it in a very subtle manner. But one thing I really want to pay attention to is the high end of the vocals, and it just adds this little character, this kind of almost like a raspy airness to that character that just brings it to life and really makes the vocal pop out. So the first plugin we're going to take a look at today is the Blackbox Analog design from Plugin Alliance, and this is a fantastic mastering saturation tool. One of the great things that we can do is we can add it in either a flat mode, which is a more neutral saturation, or we can look to affect the high end or the low end. And for this particular use, I'm going to use it in the flat mode. Saturation is relatively comfortable, around 33%. And I've just engaged, we've got a fantastic air option, which is just going to add just a little bit more top end, just to really bring out that vocal a little bit more. Let's take a listen in bypass mode and then we'll activate the plugin.
I'm sick and tired of the same routine, and I'm sinking like a submarine. Stopping clockwork is much harder than it seems. I'm setting free the cog in the machine.
This is a lovely subtle saturation that we're applying here, but it's just really bringing out that vocal. It's just adding that little almost crispiness just to kind of give that real air to that vocal, and it's just really making things pop, especially the top end, which I really like. So the next plugin we're going to take a look at is the Klanghelm IV GI2 plugin, and this is a great saturation tool which is 100% free. One of the things I really like about this is there's a relaxed feature. So if you're looking for a really nice gentle saturation, then we can just engage the relax, which is just going to bring everything just more gentle and more subtle. We've only got to drive around 3 anyway, so we're not going crazy with this. There's a slight reduction in the output just to offset any volume increase, and the response is neutral. So it's in bypass mode at the moment. Let's take a listen, then we'll engage the plugin.
Holding steam, I'm a cog in the machine. I'm sick and tired of the same routine, and I'm sinking like a submarine. Stopping clockwork is my...
Now, one of the great things about this plugin is when you use saturation and distortion, you get a natural compression. And one of the things I'm noticing with this particular plugin is it's really starting to compress that top end. So if you've got a particularly bright mix that you're actually trying just to rein in the high end a little bit more, this could be a great solution. So check this one out. It's the Klanghelm IV GI2. So the last saturation tool we're going to take a look at today is the Saturation Knob by Softube. This is another free plugin and is a really simple and easy to use option. All you have is a saturation dial to dial in the amount of saturation you want, and then you have a saturation type which will affect either the low end, the high end, or once again keep things neutral. In this particular instance I'm using it in a neutral setting, and it's just a very gentle saturation. One thing to be mindful of if you use this plugin, this does add quite a bit of volume. So if you put too much saturation in, just be mindful that you'll also add quite a bit of volume in as well. So let's take a listen.
Holding steam, I'm a cog in the machine. I'm sick and tired of the same routine, and I'm sinking like a submarine. Stopping clockwork is much harder than it seems.
So this is a really great, simple and easy to use tool, and one of the things I like about it is it really brings out that top end. So unlike the IV GI2, which kind of brings it in with natural compression, with the Softube saturation knob, it's just bringing out the top end a bit more. So this is a great option if you want to try and add some more brightness to your track. Then this may be a good tool for you. So that's it for today's 5-minute mastering method, and just using some subtle saturation can just give an extra bit of character to your track. If it just sounded a bit too nice and you want to make it a little bit more bit more rugged and a little bit more edgy, then saturation could be a great tool for you. Also, if you've got a track that sounded maybe a little bit too digital, then look into some kind of saturation options. You've got two great free options here with the Klanghelm and the Softube version, but also with the Blackbox as a more premium version. It's certainly one of my favourite tools to use to get some more character to my masters. All that's left for me to say is I hope you keep safe and well, and I'll see you in the next video coming real soon.